Welcome back to Lesson 3. Let's take a look at your campaign settings. When optimizing your campaigns, there are several settings worth paying attention to. First in the list are bidding strategies. You probably already know that strategies in Yandex.Direct have two possible bid management settings, manual and automatic. Choosing a manual strategy means that you will always receive the highest position available for the bid you set. Automatic strategies mean that Yandex.Direct will set bids to get you clicks at a certain price or the maximum traffic for your budget. Which one you choose depends on your goals. Bid adjustments are one of the main points in your ad campaign settings. We recommend applying bid adjustments to your target audience if you aren't doing so already. Let's say that you are interested, for example, in users who visited your site and completed certain actions. To attract as much of this audience as possible, you can apply a positive bid adjustment so that ads for these users appear in higher positions. If you are interested specifically in mobile users, then you can increase your bids to get more mobile traffic. And finally, we can set bid adjustments for a certain gender or age group. This is especially relevant if you know that a certain gender or age group makes purchases on your site more often than others. Likewise, you might know that your potential customers are mainly located in one city or region. To maximize traffic from these regions, set positive bid adjustments for them and disable impressions in regions where your company doesn't have a presence. Extended geotargeting is a relatively new setting in Yandex.Direct. Let's look at how it works. Let's say you are advertising an amusement park and have chosen Moscow as your region. Your ad for the keyword amusement park will appear to Moscow residents who enter the search query amusement park. What does extended geotargeting do in this case? It makes sure that your ad appears to users who might not be in Moscow at the moment, but are looking to visit an amusement park during an upcoming trip. How do we know this is the case? It's quite simple. They enter a search query from outside of Moscow with the text, amusement park, Moscow. Extended geotargeting helps make sure that you aren't losing out on relevant and valuable traffic from outside your main region. Why do we recommend creating separate campaigns for search and content sites? Separate search campaigns mean that you can better answer user search queries using more specific keywords. On the other hand, content campaigns work best with more generic keywords and emotive ad texts. You've probably heard of retargeting. Retargeting means that you can target users who have already visited your site. We highly recommend enabling this function in your campaigns. If you are interested in enabling retargeting, contact your personal manager or our client support service. So, that's about it. We've gone through all the main campaign settings. Here's a checklist, as usual, that you can use to check your campaigns yourselves. We recommend keeping it close by as you optimize your campaigns so you don't forget anything. Improving your site. The main task of Yandex.Direct is to bring users to your site. The task of your site, on the other hand, is to then turn those users into customers. So, I suggest we move on to the next block and discuss what you should check on your own site as you optimize your campaigns. First and foremost, you should assess the relevance of your landing pages. Does the information on your landing pages clearly correspond to your ad texts? Next, check all the buttons and links on your site and make sure they all lead to the section of your site that they are supposed to. A good test is to try and place an order yourself, or even better, ask a friend unfamiliar with your site to try and go through the whole order process. This will reveal the weak points of your site that you need to improve. We also strongly recommend viewing your site in different browsers and screen resolutions. This is worth checking regularly, and especially after you make substantial changes to your site. Internet users today can make purchase decisions in a matter of seconds, so let's try this 5-second test. Take a look at your site as if you were one of your customers and try to answer a couple of questions. Is it clear what kind of company this is? What product or service are they offering? Does this site look like one that you can trust? Is it clear what you should do on this site? And now, let's move on to the next topic of our lesson, tools that you can use to analyze your ad campaigns. So, which tools are available? First in line are the tools that help select and refine your keywords and forecast your impressions, clicks, and, as a result, your budget. Pay attention to indicators like account quality and keyword productivity. First, when you go to the My Campaigns page, you can see the account quality indicator. This number can range from 0 to 10 and is calculated once daily. It expresses the general state of all the campaigns in your account. Right next to it, you can see tips on how to improve the effectiveness of your campaigns. The next indicator you can see is next to each keyword, keyword productivity. Like account quality, it can range from 0 to 10. But unlike account quality, it is calculated in real time. Any changes you make to your ad or keyword will immediately be taken into account. The closer the indicator is to 10, the better the keyword works together with your ad. Please note that these indicators do not affect click price. Search query reports allow you to see exactly which search queries bring users to your site. Go to the Statistics section and choose Search Query Report, and select the parameters you want to use: clicks, impressions, expenditures. Then choose the time period for analysis and click Show. Once the report is ready, you'll want to take a look at the search query column. There, you'll be able to see the search query that the user searched for. In the Impression Criteria column, you can see the keyword triggered by this search query. The best practice is to analyze this report regularly and use it to expand both your keyword and negative keyword list so that you cover all relevant traffic and exclude the traffic you don't need. Another good practice is to analyze your impression and click position on a regular basis. To create this report, go to Report Wizard in your campaign statistics and tick the boxes next to Average Impression Position and Average Click Position. This simple report shows you whether your bid is high enough for your ads to appear in the positions that get the most clicks. In the example on screen, you can see that the average display position is more than 3, meaning that the ad mainly appears in third premium placement position or below organic search results. Users mainly click on the ad, however, when it appears in first or second premium placement. In this specific case, the user should raise their bids enough to make sure that their ads appear in at least second premium placement. Thanks again for tuning into our video course. As I've mentioned before, the description below this video contains links to all the materials and tools that we discussed. Thanks for tuning in.